Hey, what's up, guys? It's Howard Lover from A Plus Investments. Today I'm going to show you how to do comparables or how to determine ARV. ARV simply stands for after repair value, or the after repair value of a property. Today we're going to scrub a list of properties. Wholesalers send us lists all the time. We just have to go through these lists just to make sure it's a good deal. So we're just going to start at the top of this list. The first property is a property in Miami. It's 1043 Northwest 74th Street, Miami. The asking price is $197. Let's just see if that's a good deal or not. So what I'll do is I'll just copy and paste this address. Copy it right now. First place I'm going to paste it is in Zillow.com. The reason I do Zillow is because this is where most people come to determine value, especially homeowners. This is where they come to determine the value of their property. So you can kind of argue with them all day, but they swear that Zillow is just right every time. A homeowner will. But we know that that's not true as investors. But Zillow.com determines that the value of this property is $242,000. You can always look at right here where it says Zestimate. That's their Zestimate or their estimate what they think the property is worth. It's not this price up here, the 225. It's always going to be where it says Zestimate. So the Zestimate or their ARV is 242. Remember the number 242. Now we're going to go over to Redfin.com. I like Redfin a little better because they give you a map of the property, but let's just see what they say the property is. So we're at Redfin.com right now, and they determined that the property value is $220,000. So what they do is they give you like a little map. I like using their map. I'm going to scroll down a little bit and see. Let me show you the map on this. Okay, right here's a little map. So this property is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 3-2, and the seller says that it's 1,784 square feet. 3-2, 1,784 square feet. So let's go back down to Redfin's map. So they give you like a little map. They show you properties that sold recently in the area. We don't want to cross major streets. See these bold yellow lines? These are major streets. We don't want to cross major streets. We want to stay in the same neighborhood. So we're going to use these comps right here within these yellow lines because we know that's inside the neighborhood. We can zoom in, we can zoom out if we need to. Let's just zoom in a little bit. We can drag the map around. We can determine like what's in the neighborhood. So A, E, and B will be right there in the neighborhood. So looking at A, it's a 3-2, so for 199. If you look at B, it's a 3-2, about a little smaller than square footage, so for 234. And if we look at E, it's a 3-2, around the same square footage, so for 203. So B, it's like 234. I'm going to use that as a comparable because it's in the neighborhood, around the same size. I want to see what the house looks like. I can just click on the picture. I can zoom over, or I can click over. They have photos. It will show me more photos of the interior. As you can see, that's the kitchen, bathrooms, so forth. It's sold for 234, around the same size, same bed, same bath, around the same square footage. So I'm going to use this as a comp, 234. I'll go to my calculator. We try to buy properties 30% below market value. The way we determine that is to just take a comparable, right? So this is sold for 234 in the same neighborhood, about the same size, times 70%. That gives me 263. That would be 30% below market value. So this is the max amount most investors would buy this property for. It's 263. That's going to be the max offer on the property, depending on the cost of repair. But 263. Let's see what they're asking for it again. They're asking 197. Yeah, that's way over for an investor. So we're going to skip that property. Go down to the next property. It's a house in Boca. Same thing. Copy, paste the address. First, let's paste it in Zillow. I know this may be a little confusing at first, guys, but it's not rocket science. Just keep it very simple. So Zillow determines that this house is worth about, with their estimate. Don't get confused by this price. This is what it sold for in 2018. We're going to look for their estimate. That's their estimate or estimated value of the property. They think it's worth about 225. Let's see what Redfin thinks it's worth. Copy and paste the address. Hit the search button. Redfin thinks it's worth about. Don't get confused with these prices. This is the list price. This is their estimate. So they think it's worth about 229. Zillow thinks it's worth about 225. I'm going to go with the highest, 229. Back to our calculator. 229 times 70%. It's going to give us 30% below market value. So this is the max amount that most investors would pay for this property is 160. So let's see what they're asking for it again. They're asking 238, and most investors would pay around 160. So they're way overpriced on that one. If Zillow and Redfin are correct on their estimated values. This is the last one we're going to do. So again, we're keeping it simple at first, right? If you find a good deal, if you're scrubbing these lists and you find numbers that work, then you send it to me and we'll take it from there. We'll get the true value. We'll go to the MLS and we'll use other programs to get the true value. But for now, this is all you need to do is just use Redfin and Zillow to get your values, your ARVs or your comparable, to do your comps. Let's see this last one. This is a house in Miami. Hold on. Let's see what else we got here. I want to do this one right here. I'm just going to copy and paste the address. I'm going to start with Zillow. This is what most homeowners use to determine the values of their houses. I'm going to just see what Zillow says they think it's worth. Copy and paste it in. Search. Zillow thinks it's worth about 259. That's their estimate. Remember to use that number, its estimate. Again, Zillow's estimated value is 259. Let's see what Redfin thinks it's worth. I'm going to copy and paste the adjustment to Redfin. Search. So Redfin thinks it's worth about 283. Again, don't get confused with these numbers. This is what it sold for last. This is their estimate, Redfin estimate. I think it's worth about 283. So I'm going to go with the highest number again. Zillow thought it was worth 259. Redfin thinks it's worth 283. I'm going to use my calculator to determine what an investor will pay for this. So 283. Let's just say that Redfin is right. 283 times 70%. It's going to give us 30% low market value, which is what most investors in our market, South Florida, will pay for this property. So the average investor will pay $198 for this property if Redfin is correct. See what they're asking again? They're asking $185. So yeah, that's seems like a pretty good deal for this one. So that's all you need to do is just search these wholesalers lists or search these property lists and determine what Redfin and Zillow thinks the value is worth. Once you get something that's close, you send it to me and I'll take it to the next level. But that's all you need to do, just use Redfin the way I just did, use Zillow the way I just did. If you wanted to take it a step further, on Zillow I'll show you how to do comps or ARV. If you want to just take it to the next level, you can just copy. This takes more time, it's not necessary, so you don't really have to do this, but I'm just going to show it to you anyway. Copy the address, go over to Zillow, you will put it in here. I'm going to just do it over again just for the sake of the video. You can just copy it and paste it in here. Don't click search this time. You're going to come over here, listing type. And we just want to see houses that sold recently. So we're just going to click recently sold. Any price, it doesn't matter to us. How many bedrooms? Ours is a 3-bedroom, so we'll go 3 beds. Housing type, we just want to see houses. We don't want to see apartments, condos, or anything like that. Ours is a 2-bathroom, so we want to see 2 bathrooms. Square footage, make sure it's similar square footage. So our house, it doesn't say in the description. See what reference said it was. Our house is 1,416 square feet. Put 1,000. We're allowed to go up to 20% bigger, so we'll put 1,500 square feet. Year built, you could put that in. And recently sold. Most people like to go back 3 months. I'm going to do 6 months. Just for the sake of this video, go back 6 months. And over here, it'll give us results that they had in. And it'll also show up on your map. I don't think they have anything based on what we see here in the neighborhood. But the next thing I would do once you find a good deal, like this one seems to be a good deal, just send it to me, and I'll just take it a step further to make sure it's a good deal. What I would do is just copy the address. I would use this program right here. This is a paid program, so I don't want you guys spending money every month on a paid program when you don't have to. Okay, I just lost my Wi-Fi connection between a moment to get logged back on again. And I'll show you what I do. She sent these deals to me. And so again, I'll put it into this program right here. This will come back, tell me who owns it. If I wanted to see lien information, I could. Mortgage information, I could. But I want to see the comparables. When I click on comps, about listings, see it's a 3-2, 1,400 square feet. So I'm going to go 3-2, 1,500 square feet. The distance, I want to stay within a quarter mile. I want to stay in the neighborhood. I could put the year built and so forth. I'm just going to go what we have right now. By looking at the map, 1 and 2 are in the neighborhood. If I go across this yellow line, it's going to be another neighborhood across a major road. I don't want to go over here. So I'm going to stay with 1 and 2. I could choose 7 and 8 if I wanted to. I'm going to go with 1 and 2. 1, it's very close, 0.1 miles of distance, so it's right there in the neighborhood. It's a 3-2, 1,400 square feet. It's sold in 4,919 for 273. So this, see what I mean by this is has a little bit better comps. You have to pay for it. I'm just going to take it a step further. So number 1, it's a good one. It's a good comparable to 73. what we'll be buying this for again. Buying it for 185. Flip it for 273. So that would be a pretty good deal. If I wanted to flip it as a wholesale, I could go over here and see what cash buyers are paying in the neighborhood. I can just click on cash buyers. A little bit. Just to see what other cash buyers are paying in the area. Number 1, number 7, number 3. This guy right here, 2.2, he paid 214 for it. This guy right here paid, number 3, he paid 218 for this house. So if I wanted to, I could just take one of these addresses, see who purchased it, put it in here, see who purchased it. I could just give them a call and say, hey man, I see that you bought a house cash over here in the same neighborhood that I have a house in for 218. I have one similar. Would you like to buy mine? And he tells me, sure. Yeah, I'd like to buy it. Sell it to this guy right here, Gene so-and-so. He lives right there in the neighborhood. So it's a good way to find cash buyers easily. Now, if that doesn't work, I can always come over to the MLS. What I'll do in the MLS is I'll take the zip code. And the zip is 33426. I'm looking for single family homes in the area. Make sure there are 3 tools. We want to compare apples to apples, make sure the houses are the same size, same neighborhood. I'll just go to the map. I think I came too early. Criteria. I want to see active. Well, I still look at active and see what houses are selling for. Right now, I want to see what closed, like what houses sold for. I'm going to look at closed sales. I'm going to go back 180 days, 6 months. I'm looking at the map. A little bit. And this is our neighborhood right here. Here's that same house that sold for 273, 268, 250. I want to zoom in and go a little closer. I can just click on it. Show me the houses. So give me all the information. Houses just like ours, so it's a bit comparable. So yeah, we bought it for 185. We can flip it for 283. Let's just see if that's really a good deal. Let's go over here to this last program. It's just a little calculator that investors use to determine if it's a good deal or not. This is what I use our purchase price. Purchase price is 185. ARV is 273. Again, if that other house sold 273, they got 273 for this one. It's in the same neighborhood. I'm sure we can get 273 for ours. We can get it to look just like this. That doesn't seem hard. It didn't do a great job at the rehab. Looks a little dated actually. So we can probably put in some floors like this and get 273 for ours. Closing costs. Figure closing costs is going to be around $3,000. Sometimes you may be able to get it a little less. Let's just say our rehab is $30,000. Let's just say we had to spend $30,000 at the most. I doubt it will take that much for this house. It doesn't look bad. Let's determine our holding costs. Let's say taxes and insurance. Cost to cut the grass for 6 months. It's like $1,000. No, that's probably a little more. Let's just say it costs us $1,000 a month to hold this thing for 6 months. Say it takes us 6 months to sell it. A lot of it does though in that neighborhood. It looks like it will sell a little faster than 6 months. It may take us 3. I'm just going to use 6 for worst case scenario. So let's look at the numbers. We can purchase this thing, or if we wholesale it, our investor can purchase it for $185. Maybe we'll put some more money on top, 10 or whatever on top. We can purchase it for $185. The closing cost is going to be about $3,000. Holding cost is $6,000. Cost of the rehab is $30. Cost of the loan is $0 because you paid cash. Real estate commission to sell it is 6% or $16,000. It gives them a gross profit of $33,000. Return on investment (ROI) is 14%. Not a bad deal for an investor if these numbers are correct. But yeah, it looks like a pretty good deal overall. So that's one that we can buy, or we can flip as a wholesaler. But yeah, that's basically how it's done. And you guys just do the preliminary work. You go in and just copy these addresses, plug it into Zillow, plug it into Redfin. Redfin determines that the value is 283. Whichever one is the highest, I'll just go with that number. 283 times 7%. Gives us a max purchase price of $198. They're asking $185, so that's below our max offer. It'll be a good deal for us based on what we see right now. You may go into this house, you may need a lot of work to mess up everything, to blow the whole deal. But just from the surface of it, looks like a pretty good deal. So this is one you could send to me. We will look at that one. This one, based on the numbers, it didn't look that great. Don't send it to me. Based on the numbers, this one didn't look great. Don't send it. Send this. But yeah, just continue to screw up, man. If you can find anything that seems to be 30% below market value, send those to us. Market them. Make sure you get paid. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up, or if your management team up, your team leader up. We'll be glad to answer your questions and help you find great deals, man, so we can market them, sell them, and make a lot of money together. So next time, God bless.